This crowd here fired. A moment ago, their Titans were. Should be a good one as the Titans with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right where he was. Going down to the knee, maybe a yard shy there at the 24. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That one went too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively, here you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
20 gets through and there's an opening. Nolan's been able to get it up past the 45. A big play there and a catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field.
Flag
Here he finds the open guy for a nice play.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
Spend a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty.
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone, you take away, take the points and keep moving.
The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that time cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go to the big strikes.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Coming from the middle of the line, the center.
Sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, try to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
On the handoff, Evans.
That was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling the defensively, and now it brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the handoff, it's Evans. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but It's going to take him to 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit? All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be 5. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball. When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good point, because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense for the Titans, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about the performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice from there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel the laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches. And the Titan defense stops him, and down he goes. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Here's what happened. Sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat now, run the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
Under pressure, they got him again. Down the field, we got injured after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very low. Throwing Jones.
What was that, Caleb? Man, come on, pick that.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding what football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's a 49-yard punt with some track behind there for the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Nice play there, the first incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams they come in bunches. I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Edwards. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Oh, he fakes a spike. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll set up the throw. It's complete. down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than a partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. They'll get this one complete. That's it. He's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to get your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal, getting 3. We might go back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Chanel. They let this well upfield across the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Quickly here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, like his number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Able to make the
Takes this one for the Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point right down. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds him out of the crossing route. And he'll tackle right on the check at the 45.
They're reluctant man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. He's going deep for Graham. And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the counter, it's Evans. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the other games going on here around the NFL. This one is incomplete. He wants to get his team back in the game. A 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some doubt.
It's a Titans touchdown. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights. Cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run on and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Now the good news, his team's winning, and the bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. First of all, that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, man, they know what they fucking doing.
Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the
I'm about to
stoppage.
pick that shit right
50
now.
seconds to go in the first half. Jones on 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right out, and they pick up a first down.
Now a timeout. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Titans going to get the start of the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves. But for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on their defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans. And a good swarm of the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged, at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw here. We'll step aside and be right back. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his running back Evans. And he runs it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's got his man in the area. So they'll get him that completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Jackson, former 3rd-round pick, the guilty party. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw.
Man, come on, fuck!
Back in the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having answered the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts getting ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones over the middle. He's got Chenault. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Eluding the pressure right. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
What happens more often than you might think? And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A pass there over the middle to start things out. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 5 yards remain on second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw, Jones. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Tennessee offense set to go again. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's gonna be caught. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up
and this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Jones throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Jones signaling, let's go, trying to get his guys up to the line. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards it. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Evans. And some room to run now. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, Evans. And down to the 36-yard line here. Working with a 2nd and 3. A give running right is Evans. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Going for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. With time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So the Colts now down by 8, 20 seconds to go. And they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
To throw is Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Titans, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they